I'm Fox 54's Ken McCoy. My Food for Thought segments help show you the hidden gems in North Alabama's food and drink community. And we came across a family-owned business with so many names on its roster, it took 3 segments to share them all. Immersion experience is what you will find when you visit any of the Church Street family establishments here in the city of Huntsville. From trendy bars to fine dining, each experience has a unique way of reeling you in. And now let's take another look at all they have to offer.
So Church Street Family Hospitality is a collection of 10 restaurants and bars in northern Alabama, owned by my husband and myself.
The food scene in Huntsville is growing, and Stephanie is probably responsible for half of that.
And so we're really excited to be here in Huntsville. Every single one of our concepts is different than the next, and that's what makes them really unique. Church Street Family is very good at immersion experiences.
And in this 3-part special, we'll take a look at them all. But today we visit Sea Salt and Mazara's.
But getting to where we're sitting at now, we're sitting here in Sea Salt. Tell us a little bit about Sea Salt.
So when somebody says, hey, I have this space, there's no hood, we really want you to do some food, the first thing that comes to mind is raw bar, right? And so we do say raw bar, we do have oysters, not to say that we don't have soups, because we have some chowders, we make grilled cheese sandwiches, so there's an eclectic menu here.
So what do we have here?
All right, so we chose a couple of really fun items for you today. And so we have our lobster roll, which is on special, and we do some really fun specials here. Our ahi tuna tacos. Now, our ahi tuna tacos you can also get at Purveyor. Fun fact, those are on the top 100 things to eat before you die in the state of Alabama.
Okay.
So if you haven't had them,
today will be the day to get them. Okay.
All right, last but not least, we did a ceviche.
Gotcha.
Now, we don't have time to watch me stuff my face, but I can tell you.
This is good.
All right, on to Mazara's.
Well, today we have decided to taste our Italian restaurant. The name of the restaurant is Mazara's Vinoteca. It is named after my grandparents, and the recipes are all family recipes as well. So everything you're about to eat is really food and recipes that I grew up with that I'm now really excited that I get to enjoy every day.
How was bringing the family aspect of what you grew up on, how was that for you?
So this is probably a little bit more of a labor of love associated with it. First off, we are in an amazing house built in the 1800s, and so we get to dine in this really immersive experience of kind of old Southern house in downtown historic Huntsville, and I just thought it was a great fit for this Italian food. So the entree we have today is called orchetta.
Okay.
And essentially, orchetta is the style of pasta, which is also known as thumbprint pasta. It looks like you popped your thumb in there.
Okay.
And so it captures juice. It captures the sausage that we have in there, and it's a great vessel for all the flavors of this dish to kind of get to your palate.
Okay.
And the food was, you guessed it, comforting.
And it's just kind of yummy. The whole idea of a round bar is a sense of community, and so there is no this end or that end. Everybody is equal in a circle.
There's nothing like having a good drink with great people. But before we talk about that, this episode contains alcohol, and we want you to make smart choices when consuming. Now, let's get back to the bar.
And so we wanted this to be a community place for such a community property.
Gotcha.
And so you come in, you can have a drink, you can see everybody at the bar.
Welcome to Poorhouse, located on the Stovehouse campus.
So we are in West Huntsville at the Stovehouse complex in our bar called Poorhouse. It is one of the only round bars in Huntsville, and it is the first rooftop bar in Huntsville. So above this building, and you were truly on the roof, which is really fun. So I designed the restaurant. It's very similar to a beach bar that I've been to at the Jersey Shore. The majority of people are coming and grabbing their drink and going sitting in the garden. We did add tables because we really want to welcome people to sit down and get food from the food garden and come in and eat. We have amazing televisions all around us as well, and so great place to watch sports, awards, ceremonies. There's always a great beat of music going on, and of course our servers are phenomenal. But I think the starlight is the drinks. So we have craft cocktails, as you can see. They are bright, they are colorful, they're approachable. We have amazing beer. Our Poorhouse Punch is probably the most popular. It's a vodka-based drink. And then there's the Canteen, which is slowly inching up to that popularity, and that's a tequila-based drink.
Okay. Now it's time to wind down.
Welcome to Church Street Wine Shop in downtown Huntsville. So this immersive experience, this restaurant was designed to look and feel like a Northern California tasting room, where the goal would be to sip on some wine to precipitate bottle sales. So you get to do a tasting, maybe have a glass, and then purchase a bottle off the wall when you walk out the door.
And a lot of the places you've taken me today sell in some capacity wine. What is your love for wine?
So Church Street Wine Shop in downtown was our very first restaurant.
Okay.
So this is where it all started in 2014 and grew from there. And when we opened this, it was because we had a passion for wine. And we've brought 50 plus wines into the state of Alabama that were never here before we opened the shop.
Okay.
Mostly because we really love wine.
Okay.
And having lived in California and been lucky enough to go to wine country, we kind of knew what we liked and what we wanted here. And
wow.
Grenache is one of those. And this is Grower's Touch. This is our second Australian wine. We love Grower's Touch. It's been super popular since we've released it into the United States. So any time of day, whether you're eating lunch with us or dinner with us, you should honestly get the same experience.
In the last 2 episodes, we introduced you to Church Street Family Hospitality and all the amazing establishments they have in the city. For the finale, we show you 3 ways to enjoy yourself after 5, starting with Purveyor.
So we are in the heart of downtown Huntsville and Purveyor. Purveyor is fine dining with a casual twist.
Gotcha. What type of atmosphere would you say Purveyor has?
So the food first is eclectic American. So every one of our dishes has American flair. Typically dim lighting, good music. I want to say almost a bar atmosphere.
Purveyor is known for their cocktail selection that folks like James Bond would enjoy.
So let's start with our cocktails. What of course doesn't scream elegant, but a martini. So this is going to be a limoncello. That lemon flavor is really going to come through when you're tasting this drink because it looks clear. We want to definitely mention that. So this is a limoncello Vesper. And I think I'd be remiss if I didn't say this is James Bond's cocktail.
Oh, wow. And the food selection did not disappoint.
This is a really fun dish. Takes about 3 days to make, and this is asabuco, which essentially means on the bone. Okay. And so this is simmered, slow simmered. It's in a bed of mole, which is fun, and then it's served with a side of plantain gnocchi.
While the food and drinks were amazing, the coolest thing about the restaurant is that you're literally 30 seconds away from experiencing our next stop. Well, Stephanie, again, there is a piano to the side of us. We have food in front of us. Tell us where we are.
So we are currently at the Library at Purveyor Piano Bar. And so we're really right next door to Purveyor, which is super fun. So Thursday nights, we do jazz and dinner. On Friday and Saturday, we open at 10 p.m. We're open till 1:30, and we have an amazing selection of food.
On the menu was mushrooms, and I challenge any non-mushroom person to give it a try. I wanted to ask, adding the music ambiance to your establishment, was that kind of like an idea that you had?
I love music. My father was a musician. So I also started to realize that there wasn't a niche for this level of sophisticated, grown-up environment to listen to music.
As with any bar, drinks are always on the menu.
And just like that, almost like magic, with smoke and mirrors and all, is a smoked old-fashioned. There's black cherry on top. The rim is done with orange or lemon, which is to your choice. Big, beautiful ice cube in there.
And our last spot appears just like magic. So let's take a peek.
So we are in an underground speakeasy in the heart of Huntsville, downtown Huntsville. And the name of this place is Catacomb.
What's the speakeasy?
So a speakeasy is back from the Prohibition time when alcohol was illegal. And so these underground back room bars were created. And so speakeasy, which essentially is another word for whisper.
Now, for most bars, there's a menu of drinks to select from, but things are done here a little different.
We do not have menus. We have what we call dealer's choice. And that means you get to choose one spirit and 2 flavor profiles, and a drink is made for your mood and for your palate.
Gotcha.
You rarely will get the same drink twice.
To get more details on the menus and drink offerings at all the places featured here, visit fox54.com. And watch for more Food for Thought reports coming soon on Fox 54 and Fox 54 Plus. I'm Ken McCoy.